One gentleman and his organization have been fully highlighted before in our TDT news program, but he's with us again today on Dateline, and we welcome, of course, Kashif Bhatt, who is the director of the Greenfield Hydroponic Systems, and he's joined by Vidya Mahabir Singh, who handles marketing for the Caribbean region, as well as the international distribution as well. And Kashif, as we start off, let's understand a little bit of the technology that you are using in order to produce what can be considered crops for the 21st century.
This particular equipment is fully solar powered, and it is made of insulated body, and it's a portable structure. Basically what we do is we start the seedling from the top and bring everyday tray down. When it reaches to the bottom, after 7 days cycle, 1 kilogram of grain converts into about between 6.5 to 7 kilogram of green fodder. Now, water consumption in this system is very minimal compared to the conventional farming. In conventional farming, it requires roughly about 80 liters of water to produce 1 kilogram fodder. In our system, you require only 3 liters water. And the total production one can get in our chamber of 10 feet by 30 feet, which is the largest size of hydro fodder farm we have developed, is producing 1,000 kilogram fodder a day. And to produce equivalent to the yearly crop in this system, you require roughly about 25 acres of agricultural land. What we are doing basically is utilizing wasteland of 300 square feet and spare 25 acres of agricultural land for cash crop, which any country can get involved with the export-oriented product. And our system is designed in such a way that any ordinary farmer can operate it. It doesn't require any PhDs or very well-educated people to operate it.
So immediately you're saying it's an economical way of countries who may be suffering financially in one way or the other of ensuring that their agricultural sector can be beneficial and strong and strengthened.
Yes, we have discussed this project with Republic Bank, also Small Business Development Bank, and they are convinced that our technology is going to be economically viable for the farmers. Republic Bank has shown interest in financing this equipment also to the farmers under agriculture finance. And we are happy that they have made this move because as everybody knows, we know that we have got only 3 to 4% self-sufficiency in goat meat in Trinidad and Tobago, and you can maintain 300 sheep or goat only on one equipment of 300 square feet, which is going to in fact create the more employment in the country. You will have a very low-cost product in the market. Market is there, but you cannot compete the market versus the international market because the production cost of the meat is much more higher than the imported one.
Let me bring Vidya in just for a moment. Are other countries in the region interested in this concept and this presentation that is here?
Yes, they are. We also get clients from Grenada and a couple from Jamaica. The university is very interested.
In terms of getting the technology here to Trinidad and Tobago or in the region, can it be produced, can this entire casing be done in the region, or does one have to actually come to Canada or book and handle shipment from Canada of this design?
No, what we are doing is we are in process of setting up our counterpart company in Trinidad and Tobago, which eventually will import in beginning this equipment from Canada and supply to the farmers. Selling equipment is not only the interest Greenfield has. What we are going to do is supply the complete turnkey project, all ingredients, and also grower support, which is very much needed by the country. In past, hydroponic system has failed in Trinidad is because the equipment were only imported here. There was no grower support. And that missing link we will be supplying as a package deal.
Can this work in any region? I mean, we're talking about of the Caribbean. You have brought this technology from Canada. Can it work in any region?
Well, actually, I invented the technology myself. I did the development in India to meet with the growing demand in the developing countries. The technology is also well tested in Canada. Recently, we won the open competition of Ministry of Energy and Environment, Ontario government, who has evaluated our technology and also accepted as an energy efficient equipment in Canada, working on solar power.
So definitely it has its strengths. Now, in terms of putting up these systems in, let's say, Trinidad and Tobago, once it is put up, what type of crop can be grown? I see that you said you had rice here, but does it stop at simply that level of agriculture? Can there be others?
What you can do basically is do the seedling of rice in this chamber and then transplant it, which will cut down on the labor part more. Okay, you can grow any kind of leafy vegetable in this equipment or any kind of commercial crop. What we do basically is work out the economical details of the product. That what is the market size, what is the production cost, what is the market can bear the price for selling part, and if it is economically viable, the user should be encouraged. The latest technology we have developed in this system is it's a computerized control panel we have on our equipment, and we are capable of transmitting environmental data for a particular crop only by communication system. So you don't require a scientist or to do any kind of research work over here. We also have grown shiitake mushroom, which is a very high expensive crop in our greenhouse. You can do seedling for reforestation program, you can do seedling for commercial crops, and then you do the transplantation outside. The benefit of this equipment is that you can produce any kind of crop without depending on the ambient temperature, and it is high nutritional values. You have a proper supply of product on an ongoing basis, and the way equipment is developed is that you will be meeting with your daily needs. Farmer can have every day 1,000 kilogram fodder coming out of the chamber, so they are never left without the ration for their livestock.
Is that a situation where we may be overproducing, though, at some points when there could be a situation where we have too much on our hands? What happens in that case?
No, in that case, you put lower amount of barley grain inside, for example. If you don't want to produce more, then you cut down on the barley grain you put inside, and it will reduce the production anyway.
In very simple terms, because we'll be seeing it in just a while, tell us a little of the technology. You've got the sun penetrating and being captured in the